Hey now, what is up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I just got done watching The Defenders. Yes, The Defenders, the Marvel's Netflix original series that was a build-up. It was a culmination of the Daredevil TV show that I loved, the Jessica Jones TV show that I loved, the Luke Cage show that I really enjoyed, and Iron Fist. And before I get into the plot, before I get into the events that happen, before I get into the goods and the bads of this show, I want to say that overall, I enjoyed this show. I did. I had some good fun with it. There were a lot of big standout moments, a lot of memorable moments. I have to say this was good. This was really good. Did I love it? Like, was it a 10 out of 10? Was it the best thing ever? Was it the best Netflix show with these Marvel characters? I'm going to say no. Let's start with the beginning, because you get Danny Rand and Colleen Wing. You see them at the beginning. They're hunting down the Hand and trying to figure out what their plan is and what's going on. And they're the very first things that we see. Danny Rand, Iron Fist, is the first person that we see, and I instantly said, what the fuck? It's like, I knew he was in this, but did you really have to start the show off with this fucking guy? I got enough of him just a few months ago, 13 hours of this fucking guy, and even watching the series, look, was he as bad as he was in his own show? No. But he was still bad. He was still annoying. He was still a horribly written character that he just came off very whiny and complaining and immature. And I know that some moments that's what they're going for. But when every other character basically shits on him and basically says, man, you suck, or you're in over your head, or you don't know anything that's going on or what you're talking about. Or when the Hand says, yeah, Danny, we don't want you. We want the fist. We want the power that's in your hand. We don't, like, you're useless. They really say that on the show. And even Colleen Wing, I like the actress, I like the character. I thought she was wasted a little bit in here. She got a little bit more to do towards the end, a couple more fight scenes here and there, but I don't like her dating Danny. I don't. Let her be her own character, let her do her own thing, and let her be her own badass. In fact, I would have preferred it if she was the fourth member of the Defenders. But anyways, Luke Cage is being brought out of jail, and I was wondering, like, was it Foggy? Was Foggy the person that got him so fast out? I feel like we just skipped past all that. It was this big, huge thing of him going into prison at the end of his own season. So it would have been nice maybe to see a little bit of that, a little bit of the time he spent in there. But they talked about it. I guess that was good enough. And one of the first things he does when he comes out of prison is he has sex with Claire. I really like Kristen Ritter. I do. She just, her wit, the way how she delivers, her dry dialogue, her sense of humor, like, I loved her. There was one moment where she starts a fight with one of these guys, and they're going back and forth at it, and he's doing all these kung fu moves at her and stuff, and she literally stops and goes, whoa, am I the only person left who doesn't know karate? Because it's true. Every character, I guess besides her and Luke Cage, knows karate, knows all of these kung fu moves, and does all these spin kicks and all this stuff. And she's strong, she's powerful, she has strength, but she's constantly getting kicked around and beat up by these ninja characters, which I appreciate because she's not a trained fighter. Matt Murdock, he has stopped being Daredevil for months now. And I was a little shocked by that. I was like, really? He hasn't been Daredevil? He went into retirement? Like, I couldn't exactly figure out why, if it had something to do with Karen, because he just revealed his identity to Karen at the end of season 2 with him, and I was trying to figure out just why. I think it was more of just the show's build-up. A build-up to eventually have him in the costume. They waited like 5 or 6 episodes before you finally saw Matt Murdock in the costume. And so I guess in some ways I understand that, but I do wish I saw a little bit more of Daredevil in costume fighting. We got a fair amount of that. Sigourney Weaver plays Alexandra, who is the lead villain of the show. She is one of the top leaders of the Hand. The very first scene with her is her at the hospital, and we find out that she's dying. I don't know if it's cancer or what, but some bad disease that she knows she doesn't have much time to live. And you think, wow, I feel bad for just anyone in a situation like that, right? That's how we meet her. Then the next few scenes, you see that she's planning some diabolical plan that's going to blow up people, destroy and kill people, and terrorist stuff. But there is something that happens with Sigourney Weaver, with the villain. I feel like they're Marvel's last 3 Netflix series shows have all done this same thing. It's becoming a pattern with their villains that they keep doing this one particular thing. If you've seen the show, the series, you know what I'm talking about. You probably can figure out what I'm talking about. And I'm not the point where I'm mad about it. I just saw this here and thought, oh, we're doing that again? Elektra being resurrected. She's now the Black Sky. This was something that I was very much looking forward to because I didn't have to wait for Daredevil Season 3. I got to see it here. And I like the stuff with Elektra. She got a lot more scenes and a lot more character stuff, honestly, going on with her than I ever expected to get. And I thought it was interesting, a little confusing, maybe at the last half of it, to fully understand what's going on in her head and her motivations are. Obviously, some of the best parts of the show is the action and just to see these 4 characters interact. Even though I don't like Danny Rand, Iron Fist, which, can somebody explain to me why they're refusing to put Iron Fist in the costume? Why? Why are they just avoiding it? It's like Daredevil has his costume, Jessica Jones doesn't have a costume, but she has a signature outfit that we all know. Same thing with Luke Cage. There's a scene where Luke Cage finally puts that yellow shirt on, and I cheered! Audible cheer out loud just to see Luke Cage in the yellow shirt. It made my day. There was a couple scenes, a couple interactions with him and Luke Cage that I did like. Luke Cage bitching him out a couple times, or making fun of his chi and how dumb that sounds, or him and a dragon and all that dumb shit. I like that Luke Cage didn't leave him off the hook there, but they did have some moments of connecting, or some moments of trying to get to know each other. It's the coolest stuff. It's something that I didn't even know how bad I wanted it until I was watching it. And I thought, wow, that's great. That's what this is all about. So guys, do I have my complaints? Yes, I have maybe a little bit more issues than I would love to admit about some things that happened throughout this particular series, but still overall I enjoyed it. I had fun. I love seeing these characters interact. I can't wait to see the next phase of these Netflix shows and seeing what they're able to do next. Let me know in the comments below, what did you think of The Defenders? Did you like it? Did you have some issues like I did? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!